What was the decision behind selling ALC?
Well, it's an interesting question. We needed to go to market for various reasons. One of them was that a retiring shareholder needed to exit from the business. We also had shareholders that wanted a bit of a lifestyle change. And lastly, I think we wanted to see what the market was going to offer us in terms of realizing some value in the business. And ultimately, we believed it was the right time to go to market.
Could you give us a short description of your business and its history?
ALC was founded in 1990, and it's mainly involved with the manufacture of leather interior trim components for the OEMs. It's represented in 4 locations in 4 countries, and its biggest market is Europe.
Why did you select Xigo to facilitate the sales process?
Xigo approached us with a different offering. Traditionally, one would look at a business valuation methodology, which is based on a financial valuation. Xigo offered us an approach which was what we were looking for. We wanted to have a partner that valued the business in the way we do. In other words, looking at future value and assisting us to maximize that future value in the market.
Did you consider any competitors of Xigo or alternatives to sell the business?
Yes, we did. We had several discussions with alternate offerings. However, we felt that the Xigo offer was far superior in the total package which they offered us.
What was your experience of Xigo's step-by-step approach?
Well, we were very comfortable with that method. It's very similar to us launching a new product in our business. It was clearly defined, at milestones, and at any point in time we could actually draw a status report and know exactly where we are in the stage of the process.
A listed Canadian company acquired your business. Were they part of the initial list that Xigo presented, and how many companies formed part of that list?
Yes, they were part of the initial list. We were presented with a list containing the names of 250 potential acquirers before we started narrowing that down.
Xigo looks for synergies between the seller and the acquirer. Tell us a bit more about the synergies in your scenario.
Well, for us, the strategic fit with the acquirer was enormous. They were looking for a strong representation in Europe, which we presented, and vice versa. ALC's next port of call in terms of expansion would have been into the Americas, which Xigo then presented as well. In terms of product range as well as customer base, it was an absolute fit for us. So it was a very easy decision for us.
Were you satisfied with the sale price and the terms achieved?
The methodology that Xigo followed yielded, I think, maximum value for us, and the way the business or the deal was structured yielded absolute great value for us.
How important was confidentiality during the process, and why?
Confidentiality was critical for us. In our type of industry, we have only a handful of customers, and there's also a handful of competitors. We did not want any news of this process to leak out because it could jeopardize our relationship with our customer, and simultaneously, if it got into the hands or the ears of our competitors, they could utilize that to their benefit.
What were some of the highs and the lows that you experienced during the process?
Well, for us, the high was absolutely the whole process. Right in the beginning, the initial list really inspired us. We were very encouraged by having a list of 250 potential acquirers. And then ultimately, the final agreement, that was a high for us. The low for us was when the initial list was whittled down to a handful of serious buyers and serious potential buyers. So that was a bit of a low for us, but I think the Xigo hand on it gave us the confidence and the safety to develop towards the end of the deal.